Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, bring him and show one stone, and it bring about feeling to all wicked men. man throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw a stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Global TV. Thank you for joining us this morning. How is everyone doing? It's almost a wintry feeling this morning in the UK, but never mind. It's a good enough weather to pull through it. It's not winter, only feel wintry. Moderators, can you leave Big Bumbo? Is it Bambo? Leave Big Bambo for me this morning, please. Leave Big Bambo this morning. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good morning and welcome. Good morning to the Prime Minister. Good morning and welcome, because we know you love to listen to everything on social media. So, good morning and welcome. Dr. Brogard. Barring Trump, who else would really take on a street gangster name as a prime minister? Dr. Brogard. Beat and teach, good morning. Good morning and welcome, real sweet. Good morning. Good morning, Julie Roberts. Good morning. David Jarvis TV. Good morning, Marcia Thomas. Good morning. Else is here. Good morning, all. Good morning. Let me scroll through my thingy. Good morning. Hold on there, will it on? Good morning, Sharon Bernard. Good morning, Evan Bradford. Morning. Barbara Simpson, Elga Fletcher, Janet Brissett, Gloria Morris, Abina Sarkodi, Sheena Kelly, Jamrak 8766, Gloria Morris, Norman Ferguson, Keith Matthews, Yvonne Johnson, Wayne Evans, Rosemary Samuels, Norman Ferguson, yes, I said that before. Yvonne Johnson. Who else there? Is it Wilton? Is it Wiltonia Walters? Good morning and welcome. Miranda Raddock. Good morning. Zenith Beckford. Juliet Lynch. Beautiful. Good morning. Unique Ray. Verna Adams. Good morning. Annie. Good morning. Who else is here? Marcia Gale. Good morning. Good morning. Janet Brissett. Good morning, everyone. Let me see who is on the tick. Sexy K, good morning. Stacy and Levy, good morning. Cess Wilmot, good morning. Dennis and Brian, good morning. Instant Nanny, Wagwan, Beat and Teach. Team Jamaica, Homeboy, good morning. Jackie. Hope Home, good morning. Joan Dixon. Francine, Kenneth. Randolph. Good morning, everyone. Debbie and Duncan, good morning and welcome. Prime Minister Brogard, how you feel this morning after the labor rights them walk past you and pitter dot pier? How do you feel this morning, Dr. Brogard? After the labor rights them pass you yesterday, pier.
Why is there hate for the people them? Why? Why? The shame! Shame and kill me! Why? Me see him. Why?
Then if one little demonstration make your shame so, Alan Coleman. If one little demonstration make your shame so, how when you get thrown up against the wall on election night?
That somebody says stop. Somebody says stop. Them tell there's a better.
Prime Minister, only Andrew Holness and Donald Trump would have asked their supporters to go out and agitate. I want Jamaica to focus on the violence what the Prime Minister is calling for in the country. We now let that go. Prime Minister, we are not letting that go, because barring Donald Trump and Andrew Holness, nobody, Jamaican Carlos, what go on, bro? Chelsea Clinton, Gene Royalty. Barring Donald Trump and Andrew Holness, no leader would send their supporters out there to agitate, sending their supporters out there to go on the attack, because it is what the Prime Minister has called for. We must focus on where this is going. Everything now has become blatant and open. Everything has become blatant and open. Nothing is in hiding anymore. But this Prime Minister thinks the nation should not stand up against the corruption that this government advances. Young people are watching, Andrew Holness. This is one of the brilliance of social media. Young people are watching. Labor rights are waking up slowly, a bit, but surely some of them are waking up. You notice how silent your vlogging community has gone? Your supporters are not paying attention to you. Because as one man said, come on, you think labor rights are going to come out, just jump out of the yard, come out and Andrew, not send on the $5,000? That's not how labor rights operate. Those who would buy the announced story of the Prime Minister, they have to get the $5,000 first before they move. But what Andrew Holness is trying to distract us from, we're not going to let go of, which is the drill, the two latest scandal of Andrew Holness, which we know say scandal and Andrew Holness is like twin. You see the other one, the next one, they're around the corner coming. Isn't it how Andrew operates? Right. For the purpose of this morning's show, the Prime Minister, we're going to refer to him as Dr. Pusillanimous. For those of you who may not know the meaning of the word pusillanimous, especially when referred to a leader, you're referring to a person who is timid and lack of courage. Timid and lack of courage. It's quite much the behavior we're getting from the Prime Minister. And in short, we'll just cut it down to Dr. Pusey. What Dr. Pusey has taken us to. All right, now let's leave us as a country. I want to focus on the Labour Party. The whole away, know, understand that Andrew Holness has destroyed the country. We set upon that labor rights. Don't. Let's focus on your party. Because why it is important to me, I'm a person who wants a vibrant but balanced democracy. As wicked and crooked as the labor rights are, I don't want a political wipeout of them, because the unbalanced legislature we have at the moment is a major problem in how Andrew Holness leads the country. I don't want another leader to be given the amount of power that Andrew Holness is given. I don't trust no leader until they prove themselves. So I don't want to see labor rights get a wipeout. Cousin Myrna, how you do? Where we have an unbalanced legislature like what we have now, where Andrew Holness can get up and put something, a law, to pass a law in 24 hours. It's not safe for us as a people. You might support your party and you might want your party to have overwhelming majority in parliament. Not safe for us as a democracy, though. Because, Ntose, we've seen how Andrew Holness has wielded this power over us. Opal's Kitchen, how are you? Odin Henry. We have seen how Andrew Holness have wielded this power over us. If the courts weren't pushing back on Andrew Holness, God help where our democracy would have been. No. It is the reason why, under no circumstances, Bev Morning, under no circumstances, we should never give one party so much power in our country. There must always be a balance of power. During the 2020 general election, we tilted too much to the right, giving an almighty power to the Jamaica Labour Party. Now, when that happens, you have the backbenchers in the Jamaica Labour Party who are there to hold Andrew Holness to account. His cabinet can go over the cliff with him as per the rules. And that is why sometimes I don't go too hard on Everard Warmington, because when Everard Warmington is on the back benches, he really doesn't play with them. Everard Warmington will play the game of standing up for the people on a lot of things when he's on the backbenches. And this is what holds a leader to account, especially when you have a weak opposition, weak as in voting powers in the parliament. It is the backbenchers of the Jamaica Labour Party who should have kept Andrew in check, not to destroy the country. Anyway, them stand behind him, and we see the destruction of our country. Now, Andrew Holness have finished going through the country with his chisel, hammer, and bulldozer. He has now turned to the Jamaica Labour Party. You have all given Andrew Holness that power to chisel the country and chiseling now your party, which is a danger to democracy and danger to the electability of the Jamaica Labour Party, because we need a balanced democracy. Look at the stage of where you're at as a party. Leadership after Andrew Holness, we cannot see. There, what I mean, overgrown fool, boys in the half a khaki pants with the rucksack and the bun, Prime Minister. There's no leadership from Andrew Holness. I mean, he's there, We know that he's there. I mean, we all wonder why he's there. Let's look at life after Andrew Holness in the Jamaica Labour Party, because this is where it gets serious and dangerous. Dunmel. Life after Andrew Holness in the Jamaica Labour Party. You see where Andrew Holness has even pushed you all further than he've pushed the country, because we can manage to pull the country back together, you know. But after Andrew Holness done, it's going to be a major, the rivalry that's going to be in the Jamaica Labour Party will be unmatched to any political dispute we see in any political party in our country, because there's nobody suitable that we the people, I don't think even Jamaica Labour Party supporters, even though they're docile, see any great leadership, given the standard that they hold Andrew to for doing jack shit. Jack all. And something I have been saying to the Prime Minister, a young lady came out and said the same thing. The broad brush wanna talk to it inner. When now go on, like I said, the Prime Minister successful. We have been asking, she is asking, quantify the Prime Minister's success. And this is why when you can only go off and they suck your mother's tangent, because there is nothing for you all to defend. Andrew Holness have left you all in a position, Jamaica Labour Party. Well, there's nothing for you all to defend anymore. It is hard. I couldn't be a Labourite, especially not at this point. It's difficult to defend Andrew Holness. If you're a tribal person in the whole of this brouhaha, Andrew Holness is difficult to defend, because since the local government election, particularly since the local government election last year, when have you known this government not to have a role in scandal? Scandal are bumping into each other, as in we have this two going on at the moment. And this is what I'm saying to the Labourite flaggers them, where all of them do not cuss people and their mother. You're not tired. You never even finish the drill. You know if you defend Dennis Strong. This is how I understand how you keep up with the mess, because all Andrew Holness do is create mess going and you come out here and cuss on a way through it and make yourself look duncer than we thought you all were.
It's so sad that Jamaicans are so accustomed to poor leadership that when intelligent, sensible people hold the current government accountable or speak out about the injustice of the current government, boy, let me be respectful. I don't want to call you idiots, but it just seems so stupid to me that you're going to defend poor leadership. Like, do you not have standards? Do you not have children? Do you not want a better future for them? Because that's what you're telling me. The fact that you're content with this hogwash leadership tells me that not only do you not love yourselves, you don't even love your kids to want to give them a better future. And for those of you saying that the government is doing such a good job, give specifics and stop talking claptrap on people's pages. Because you just said, oh, it's good with nothing behind it, is you saying a whole lot of nothing. And furthermore, when you choose to be a leader, you choose to be in a position.
The best Prime Minister, the most successful Prime Minister, in what? In what? We have been asking, in what? You mean say, no, can't go in a book, go reading, no, can't go in a crab hole, go dig it out, or climb star apple tree and find it. How is the Prime Minister successful? In what? How is he the best Prime Minister? What has he done? Quantify the Prime Minister's success. Everybody's listening to you all, labor rights. And see how when not tap talk. Use on the Miranda rights.
It's so sad that Jamaicans are so accustomed to poor leadership that when intelligent, sensible people hold the current government accountable or speak out about the injustice of the current government, boy, let me be respectful. I don't want to call you idiots, but it just seems so stupid to me that you're going to defend poor leadership. Like, do you not have standards? Do you not have children? Do you not want a better future for them? Because that's what you're telling me. The fact that you're content with this hogwash leadership tells me that not only do you not love yourselves, you don't even love your kids to want to give them a better future.
Hold on, Prime Minister. Did you really hear what this lady referred to your leadership as? Hogwash. Hogwash. Leadership. Hogwash. Not even Andrew Holness can outline his success. What has Andrew Holness? Let me make it easier for the labor rights. What has Andrew Holness started in the last 9 years and have completed? Go.
It's so sad that Jamaicans are so accustomed to poor leadership that when intelligent, sensible people hold the current government accountable or speak out about the injustice of the current government, boy, let me be respectful. I don't want to call you idiots, but it just seems so stupid to me that you're going to defend poor leadership. Like, do you not have standards? Do you not have children? Do you not want a better future for them? Because that's what you're telling me. The fact that you're content with this hogwash leadership tells me that not only do you not love yourselves, you don't even love your kids to want to give them a better future. And for those of you saying that the government is doing such a good job, give specifics and stop talking claptrap on people's pages. Because you just saying, oh, it's good with nothing behind it is you saying a whole lot of nothing. And furthermore, when you choose to be a leader, you choose to be in a position where you are held accountable. Just like if you are a parent, you chose to have kids, so you chose that responsibility and you chose to be in a position where you can be held accountable if you are not taking care of those responsibilities. So as a parent, you're not minding your child. That's why they can be taken to court for maintenance. That's why kids have rights so that parents can do right by them. And if they are not, they can be held accountable by the law. And it's the same with the government. Just like our parents choose to have kids, the PM himself chose to be a leader.
All labor rights have to do. I've regularly asked labor rights, if we don't want we call the thief name, if we don't want we call a thief, ask him to resign. It is simple. It is simple that the Prime Minister must resign. Otherwise, we are allowed to drag him as far as we can take this Prime Minister. We will drag him because he's a thief. And that is what the village does, labor right. We talk about the thief. We point him out to the district. We whisper to everybody, but in Andrew Holness' case, we can speak it loudly in the crossroad. The Prime Minister is a thief. He's a criminal. He's corrupt. He's a narcissistic, nepotistic crook. The country is fed up of him. Young people is fed up of Andrew Holness because they are the future and they can't see a future with this crook. Nobody can see a future with Andrew Holness. The guy must go. The guy has no integrity. We know he don't have
Andre,
shame.
you lose again, man. You see, nothing not going for you. You see everything you try to do, you get a beating in it. You see, I try to send the labor right them go out there for go protest with the PMP for cause a war and friction in Jamaica. You see, saying like Jamaican people, but the people them wise up. The people them not fool no more. The people them now make you use them and can them go put them in a dispute to cause problem in Jamaica. And you know, you never give the labor right them no money and no food and no drink, so them now go out there. Because that's how the labor right them work. Them have to get them belly full and get money to go do things where you send them out to go do. You know, see from last night when I tell the people them to go protest, the people them not pay no mind. The people them not even look for you. You not get no forward. The people them done with you now, man. Just go resign now and take down because your name not for the ballot paper. You know? And go sit down and wait for your turn. Come to go behind bars. Because you surely are go behind bars, you know. Jamaica no want to see you no more. We're done with you, Andrew. Leave politics alone and go.
Nowhere on this planet, barring Donald Trump, you would see a leader of a country take on the name of a street gang. Only Andrew Holness. I doubt Donald Trump would want to take on the name of a street gang. This video is earlier this year, but more and more we will show that Andrew Holness don't like poor people. And labor rights know that, you know. This is what I don't understand. The cutting off my nose to spite my face attitude with labor rights. You don't know say Andrew fail. The owner, you know the hungriest Jamaican right now. Because you all sell yourself cheap. Even after JC Hutchison take the $5,000 on the KFC, tell you still go back and sell on yourself. You know I meet it. Why not grant and bear it labor rights? Why not grant and bear it? Andrew don't make you proud. Andrew have not make you all proud. If you notice in our country, Andrew Holness attack poor people line of economy. Your market stalls, your night entertainment, the tourism sector where local youths are tapped into. Violet Watson, how are you? Elga Fletcher. You notice Andrew Holness always target poor people in our country. While at the same time, Andrew Holness a steal and a enrich himself and him cronies.
No, we can't sell. You see?
Ladybug, how
yes,
you do?
You want to put you up all over. We not on no market, we not on no bathroom. No market, no there. No light, no in the market, no bathroom, no there. We want to know what we fi do. We want to know what we do. See there?
Shit in a bucket like Alex. And when you see politician vehicle pass, you know, throw it in a hit. Simple.
And this look like you can't sell nothing. Then I'm the years. Oh God. See there? This is it. Chinese man come to Jamaica and make money and who live here can't make none. Not even sugar. No, we can't buy this week. We can't buy nothing. All over we are going to send it. We are going to send it. We don't have no market. We not have no bathroom. Yes, rat and roach are run over and sitting them in the market. Dust. Nothing in there. The market, nothing. Yes, the government in work for. When work for the big and parish council called head office and them have to send truck come. Government in work for. Big man say government in work for. And then me a reverse but.
Now, you're going to wonder, is he going off his rockers this morning? Is he going off his rockers? No. Why would I criticize scammers? And listen carefully. Why me fi go criticize scammer when the scammer mother chose from the farmer and go market, go sell, to come home, to come make ends meet. And then the hungry teenager at home, mother turn up at home without the bag of yam, dashi, and skelly, and tomato, and the whole hand cart of grown provision where mama go market with. Mama come home, police take mama food, dash we car, we share up. Mama still have to find money, beg, steal, or borrow to pay back the farmer. And this government and his metro doesn't give a fuck. Why then would I want to criticize that 14-year-old who become a scammer? Because mama cannot make it in the fucking market, Prime Minister. My mother cannot make it in the market. But I can just go and do this online, or I can make a phone call, and I can get quite some bit of dash in my hand. Before they make me come criticize ghetto youth, politicians have to stop commit crime. And a ghetto youth create crime in a Jamaica. A ghetto youth, you know, pint in a gun pan, you know. When on a blood thirsty, I get up people picking on a pint on a gun pan. The barefoot youth, them in the ghetto will sit up on wall and fence and rub off their hand with a cup in their hand and ask you, charge you what you can do for me. Don't have the money to import 200 and odd guns, Desmond Mackenzie, into Tivoli Gardens. You want me to criticize the youths of the ghetto? You want me to criticize the youth of the ghetto? And then the government sits there every day in broad daylight committing crime, and we call them fucking honorable bastards. I will not criticize ghetto youth until politicians stop commit crime. When politicians stop bringing the guns, when politicians stop bringing the drugs, when politicians stop selling with batty, then I will criticize ghetto youth. But ghetto youth need to live too. Ghetto youth want to drive car and live in a house and live life. One thing with it on a bush all day our life. I'm not promoting crime here, but look at our government. Look at Andrew Holness. It's the same scamming when they sell us a jill for $32 million that they could have sold us for $5 million. Why should I criticize the ghetto youth? Does ghetto youth not deserve the good life that those above Crossroad live? Tell politicians to stop commit crime if they want me criticize. Ghetto youth are ambitious, you know. Some of the most ambitious youths that's walking amongst us, in whether be in America, Britain, Jamaica, it's the youths of the street. They are full of talent, buried by this government or these leaders. These dumb assholes that are in power, that if you even put them in a wet paper bag and burst a hole in it, they'll never manage to get themselves out of it. I'm not going to criticize ghetto youth, and I'm not promoting crime. But everybody needs to name a food, and we have seen how much Andrew Holness have nyam out of our children's pockets. Grace McLean, Royal Reid, and all the others. Why should I criticize ghetto youth when these leaders steal in millions? Look at Andrew Holness and Christopher Tufton. Look at their friend Dennis. Where has Dennis Strong gone that Dennis Strong have not left a trail of stealing behind him? Where has Dennis Strong gone to? Solid Waste Management, the Financial Institute, them saying even Thief TV at KFC, I don't know or if true to be, but we see it a swirl around on social media. Why should I criticize ghetto youth? Which ghetto youth you know have money to bring in these loads of guns and drugs and these healthcare products that they don't pay any duty on, and it doesn't reach the healthcare, it goes to their private provider friends? Isn't that crime? Like for like. The ghetto youth is a criminal, the politician is a criminal. Criminal, a criminal, a criminal. Why do you all point your guns at ghetto youths? Dirty ghetto youth, wanna come here. Why are you all pointing your guns at us or at each other? A thief and thief for war in a ghetto youths. Thief and thief for war. Meaning say, politicians are point gun. They are thieves and them are point gun on town. Uno a thief and uno have gun. Why you all are pointing your guns at us and not at politicians? Ghetto youths. Why on earth, ghetto youths, are you pointing your guns at us? What about the politicians? We're not part of the problem in a ghetto youth. You all are a part of the problem. Because they have dumbed you down so much that you're willing to take $5,000 from them and a gun in your hand to go and shoot down another ghetto youth in order to make Dr. Tufton, their friend, come and pick up the body. Why are you not pointing your guns, ghetto youth, gangsters, street boys, as they call you all? Why are you not pointing your guns at the state, the police, the politicians? Why are you not pointing your gun? Let me leave the police out of this for now. Why are you all not pointing your guns at politicians? Why is your gun being pointed at us? When we're in a war, the politician them a battle over stolen goods. Uno is a part of the problem ghetto youth because you're all cheap. Veteran Wagwan. You ghetto youths are a part of the problem who take politician guns and money and go and shoot down your innocent brothers and sisters. And then that same politician who gave you the gun and money to go and kill in his name send his licensed uniform gunmen to kill you as well. Haven't you seen the fucking cycle? I mean, when are you all going to wake up? We have been in a danger zone forever, but it has turned up a notch under this criminal of a prime minister. He called himself that. Dr. Timid and lack of courage. That stand yesterday says something, and we should learn something from it. The power of the people in our country needs to be exercised against a ruthless dictatorial government. Particularly at this moment, we don't have the legislative barrage to push back on this government. Then it is the power of the people that must protect democracy. We must not do it for political reasons, though. We must do it meaningfully, that like the slaves and those in the colonial era and civil rights stood and fought for us today to tell politicians to fuck off, you fucking thief, something we would have been shot for then. That is what we as a people must protect. And we, particularly Jamaicans, we are not doing well at protecting democracy at the moment. It is why Andrew Holness can take a lot of our democratic norms. Abina, thank you. It is why Andrew Holness can take a lot of our democratic norms and rip them up. The power of the people must be exercised in this country. You must create a riot against the Metro Police. You must. Because what the government has sent out the Metro Police to do is tantamount to repression. And if you are being repressed as a people, you have the right to push back. Nobody should be subjected to the abuse that this government is carrying out on us. And I don't have any problem asking Jamaica to stand up and riot against this government. If we cannot do anything else, then we must use the last resort. That is within our rights to do. But we cannot no longer sit down and wait and think, say, Andrew Holness is going to have integrity or courage to call the election. Andrew Holness is looking for something to hold us at ransom, Jamaica. Wake up and look. The guy is looking for something to hold us at ransom. Norma, how are you? The guy is looking for something to hold us at ransom. The guy knows that he have tricked the court. You see, what makes Andrew Holness disappointed? A lot of us, myself, the change of God that came with Andrew Holness, a lot of people gave him a chance because of that, because we were fed up of the old gods of politics, those old bastards from the colonial era who is just at boy clubs for themselves. When Andrew Holness came, a lot of us had hope. He grew up poor like us. He grew up in the village and the ghetto like us. He was born in the 70s like people like me. So we identify with the problem of the old gods of our politics. That was what Andrew Holness used against us. That was what Andrew Holness used against us, because he knew the major voting generation at that time, our age group, for we're under them age group, We were fed up of the old gods. He knew all the things to tell us that we were fed up of. And he used it well against us. That was why the country believed him. That was why a lot of young people, a lot of the younger generation who wants to break away from the diehardism. We think we have a young prime minister of our generation, a prime minister that understands what Jamaica needs to go forward, has turned out to be Jamaica's biggest failure. He has turned out to be Jamaica's biggest failure. Worse than Buster, worse than Siaga. Can the truth be told, even though I criticize Bruce Golding a lot, if Bruce Golding wasn't befooled by Tivoli Gardens, he would have probably been the best labor right leader. You heard how much people added to the voters list. No, me not hear, because last week I said May I come out in it. Me not hear that, but I'm not keeping up. Lord, don't my researchers, I don't need help me keep up. Bernard Henry, John Bailey. Andrew Holness used all of those, all of the changes that Andrew Holness, wow, 25,000. Well, 25,000 young people can become 18 across the country, me don't know. Well, I wonder what's the age demographics around that are. I wonder if them go upon nobody tomb go register. I wonder if they register not Chinese. Because if Andrew Holness is showing the corruption to the Chinese, then election workers, this is your job to make sure you look at the demography of voters that are coming to the poll on that day. And would have see the voters list, or whoever had the voters list would have known the Chinese them name pan it. So that we can use as a marker to go by of how much imported votes the Jamaica Labour Party is using. So that is something we need, because Jamaica, the people have to wake up. And that's why I cannot use my program and platform for bullshittery, because there's a sleeping dead going on amongst us, which has become a danger to the life of our nation, a risk of us going back into chained oppression, because we're sleeping and we accept anything. We sell ourselves short and cheap.
Mr. Andrew, I say you're really wicked to the people. Mr. Andrew Holness, you really are sending out to people them tomorrow after the opposition say them more people peaceful demonstration. Mr. Andrew, you ever see a prime minister in Jamaica do that before? You ever see Siago do that? You ever see Manley do that? Portion or Bruce do that? Your opposition have a demonstration and them a call out for them members to hit the streets too. What kind of confrontational politics you are dealing with in 2025?
Donald Trump. Only Donald Trump and Andrew Holness would ask their supporters to go out and agitate. Now, what a leader of a country normally does when there's such a protest, the leader would make such an announcement in the spheres as to the tune as, We respect the people's fundamental rights. Our Prime Minister didn't say that, oh. Our government is on a shower. A shower. A shower government. Anybody put their hands in their pocket. This government doesn't wait to see what comes up. Straight on their back. A shower government. Only Andrew Holness and Donald Trump would ask their supporters to go there and confront, to go there and agitate, to go there and attack. Bar Donald Trump and Andrew Holness, Hugh Bottom, who do you think would behave in such a street gang manner? Andrew Holness is running our country as the leader of a street gang. It is why the Prime Minister can run around with a name such as Dr. Brogard. No leader in any other country would run around the world with a street gang leader's name and expect us to respect him.
Mr. Andrew, I say you're really wicked to the people. Mr. Andrew Holness, you really are sending out the people them tomorrow after the opposition say them more people peaceful demonstration. Mr. Andrew, you ever see a Prime Minister of Jamaica do that before? You ever see Siago do that? You ever see Manley do that? Portion or Bruce do that? Your opposition have a demonstration and them a call out for them members to hit the streets too. What kind of confrontational politics you deal with in 2025, Mr. Andrew Holness? Mr. Andrew Holness, look how the police them are do great to bring down the crime level. And you are set people to go confront each other. Commissioner of Police, Brigadier for the Army, one of those score well for bring down the crime and the murder rate to a level. Don't make Andrew erode the success and bring up back the level to political violence, sir. Please. As Andrew and Woland Pampo are so desperate that you rather see people dead, you rather see bloodshed, you rather see blood run, just keep staying in power. I beg Jamaican people, labor right me, I beg you not do. Labor right me, I beg you not do. Don't follow Andrew. Don't bring back Jamaica to the 80s and the 70s. Remember everything about them days there. Please, me I beg you no labor right. Please, and PNP, me I beg you no. Go out there with a peaceful demonstration, labor right if you don't have no work for go one on no work. This is not against the JLP supporters. This is against the leader who is trying to cover up his corruption by putting people in place who will overlook the corrupted deeds that he's doing. And Jamaica go pay the penalty just for Andrew staying in power and the commissioner of police and the brigadier general of the army. You know, sit down one side and make this happen. You know, make Jamaica reach back to a level. May I beg everybody who is concerned. May I beg PNP. May I beg JLP. May I beg the police. May I beg the soldier. May I beg all who concerned.
We're appealing to the Jamaica Labour Party. Do not be tricked by the Prime Minister. This Prime Minister have no care for you, nor your children, your future, nor your community. What happened yesterday in Heroes Square? Upright men came out to take a stand against corruption. Andrew Holness, in calling for retaliation, shows us exactly where it is all going. We see the plethora of threats coming from the government right down to the vlogging community within the Jamaica Labour Party. And we're appealing to the People's National Party supporters and the wider Jamaica. Do not engage with, if members of the Jamaica Labour Party choose to follow the Prime Minister's advice, do not engage with them. There is nothing good that will come out of it. There's no good advice that Andrew Holness has for this country. There is no good that Andrew Holness can do for this country. D-Man, can you, it's the wrong doorbell you have pressed. Can you move on, please? I think you're looking for the neighbor next door. D-Man, you are looking for the neighbor next door. I think you have stopped at the wrong place, okay? Try the other neighbor. Try the other neighbor. And I hear so. The two we do just look the same. Yeah? The two we do just look the same. But you actually are looking for the neighbor this morning, D-Man. The neighbor you look for, not yes, so. Because everybody is waking up to the crime, the dictatorship. Lord God, look how long we are talking about it. Everybody will wake up to it now. So then, sister, you never mad me mad. Uno sister, you never mad me mad. Uno sister, no one never mad me mad. Because everybody now is waking up to what
we stand against this government appointment of Dennis Jew.
Let me take one for me.
National Party stand on the appointment of Dennis Strong to the FID. Yes, Dennis Strong does have that requisite experience and qualifications to the FID. But yet still the Prime Minister of Jamaica appointed him to the FID. Corruption at the highest level. And here we are standing in solidarity, standing up for Jamaica. Yeah, standing up for no more appreciation to the government. Yeah, no more corruption. Yeah, we want integrity. Yeah, we want to raise the bar, standard level of politics in Jamaica. Yeah. We can't take no more of this JLP administration. We got to go right now.
Sonia, how are you? Even though from my point of view, I would have wanted the Golden Team to call for a nationwide protest. But all in all, well attended. It was a stand for democracy yesterday, something that we should have been doing in particular since 2022, more so up to the local government election of last year, and a rolling cascade of scandal. Just a hit whistle. I don't know if and out of breaking ground and producing scandal, what this government does most or best. Because barring breaking ground and tying ribbons, I would like the Jamaica Labour Party supporters to come out here and tell us, what has Andrew Holness done to advance our social life in Jamaica? What is it? You can't talk, you can't do it already. Mark Golden and his team, them can't thief it. Because the Prime Minister has done it. Oopsie daisy, accomplished. Can you say? it was a good show for democracy. What I hope is that, because what has happened to us, particularly under the Andrew Holness regime, Andrew Holness has used the state armory against us.
So, comrades,
has used the state armory against us to silence us, to put fear into us. And that has stood in the way of people exercising their democratic rights to these repressive behavior from this government, because Andrew Holness uses his police to intimidate us. But we must remember, Andrew Holness, that you only have about 14,000 police and about 8,000 soldiers. There's more of us there, more of us than of you. And Jamaica people ought to wake up and remind the government there are more of us than they are of you.
So, comrades, let me explain something to you. In the lawsuit, they released the customs records to say that they imported the drilling parts. Now remember, initially, we had said that we found 2 drills that were declared for $250,000. And we asked the question, are these the drills that were sold to Bustamante for 31 million? And they sued me. Well, comrades, when they released the records, we got all of the customs entry and all of the invoices that showed they paid, based on what they declared, $12.7 million for all of the components of the drill. That cost taxpayers $31 million. That is their figures that they declared to customs. How can you claim to pay $1.6 million for something and sell it back for $4 million? How can you claim to pay $1.9 million and sell it back for $3.9 million? And you said that you got the best value for money because you have 100 parts. They declared $12.7 million versus $31 million. Not even the chopper them make so much money. But if you think that is bad, what my pot set there? Bring my pot set, come. Hold up the pot set for me. Comrades, when we went to look online for all of these parts in the invoices,
I want to say to the Prime Minister, before I give him a sneak preview of the song we have for him on election morning to cheer up his bereft soul. We know you cannot do the right thing. We understand that. What we're asking for you to do is the constitutional thing. Let me say to Susan and Suzette, those who like to sue you, you get a lawsuit, you get a lawsuit, you all get a lawsuit. I would consider Mr. Williams and whoever MedTech belonged to, I would carefully consider withdrawing that lawsuit. You see, this lawsuit might get you into deeper criminal wrangles. If I were you, I would have withdrawn the lawsuit, because you see, shit might come out that might hit high-speed fan. And you know, when shit hit high-speed fan, many people will get a dose of it. My advice to Honor, pull the lawsuit. You might get into bigger trouble if you continue. Because custom fraud and all sort, and we don't know if we not draw the American them. You know, no fraud. Or no say, if we not draw them in there. So careful, won't go with it. But Prime Minister, we'll give you a sneak preview. When call the election, you know, as the youth call you, Friday. Election Friday. Hold the fort, comrade. You remember that speech that Portia make? Help is on the way. Hold the fort, comrade. Andrew certainly has to go. We're not asking. We know Andrew Holness have to go. Andrew, a sail you how we are sail you now, you know, but we're heading somewhere, Andrew Holness. You must go down. And we're not talking about going down as those in the elect. We're talking about go to prison. Sim Wagwan. Thanks, Sim. Thank you. The Jamaica sewing party. This is what Andrew Holness have we at the moment. We just out on the ocean, a sail, we don't know with it. Jamaica is a lost country at the moment. Jamaica is a lost cause at the moment. Jamaica is going nowhere under Andrew Holness. Any little credibility Jamaica have, any little governance structure Jamaica have, you all have not realized, but Andrew Holness is breaking them down. What the People's National Party will have to plan to do when they come back in power is rebuild our country, because Andrew Holness has shattered a lot of the democratic norms in our country. When him draw him wife in a politics, when him put him wife as head of certain money, when him put him wife as head of the legislature. We've never had this before. This does not happen in democracies.
We are on the ocean sailing beyond the sky. Oh, we sailing on. Oh, we sailing on. We open the harbor sailing on. Oh, we sailing on. Somebody throw up your anchor. Oh, we sailing on. We sailing on. Young children, we are on the ocean sailing to a home beyond the sky.
Andrew Holness have the entire country adrift. Nobody knows where we're going right now. Nobody knows where we're at. Because even Andrew Senate Marlene Malahou Ford come tell us, I am not performing, but the Constitution allow me to do all sort of wrangle in order not to call the election. When since that we ever focused on the Constitution to call the election? We use the Constitutional Convention to call the election. That's why Andrew called the election 2020 rather than 2021. Hold the fort, comrade. Here is where we're going now.
Victory is mine. Oh, somebody hold the fort, for I am coming. Jesus signal still. Where the answer back to heaven by the grace we win. See the mighty host advancing, Satan leading on. Mighty men around us falling, courage almost gone.
Mighty men around us falling, courage almost gone. Haven't you seen that? Everything is falling around Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness has lost courage to the point where the Prime Minister wants to subvert the Constitution and do what he wants to do. This is where people power become interested and important, because you all, if this government try to undermine the constitutional norms and not call the election early September, as you know, he will be taking it down to the wire because his knees are wobbling. Then we, the people, will have to take a stand and demand the Constitution call the election. We must not give the Prime Minister extra time. The Prime Minister is praying for a disaster. The Prime Minister is praying for a calamity to hold on to power. We, the people, should stand against Andrew Holness. Don't let what happened yesterday goes like butter against sun. Let it be a time when we get back as a people into our revolutionary spirits. That is what we have lost. While this little overgrown fool, big, useless and good for nothing, can be treating the country like this. The dunces amongst us is treating us like shit. And we as a people must stand up and take back our country. It doesn't belong to Andrew Holness. So right now we must draw the entire Jamaica Labour Party out of Labour Rights' hands. The organization was Siaga draw him into. Andrew Holness take it from Buster Party to Andrew's party. From Buster to Andrew. Labour Rights, you are taking a stand, but I think too late. You have allowed Andrew Holness to destroy your party. You don't see Andrew Holness silence the whole arm. You can't even tell if you go suck with mother again and look like the mouth run out of spickle. You bunch of lick spittle bastards. Because it's your spit littleism. Why you sit down behind Andrew, destroy the country, and then now when Andrew ready for destroy on a party, you want to mumbles and grumbles again? Oh no. I support Andrew Holness to destroy the Jamaica Labour Party because you all stood behind him in his destruction of the country. When the Prime Minister steal and we say, thief, puffs, come out of the kitchen cupboard, you all jump out at us. Look at what he's doing to your party now. Left you unelectable. Left you after the dismal of a leader that he is gone. There is none there to step up. What is it? What is there to step up? Who? You mean thief, murderers, rapists, and illegal gun importers and scammers? What is there? Or you mean dunce like Anvaz and George Wright, the wife beater, and all that bullshit? Or the rapist Bobby Montague, the rapist and murderer Darrell Vaz? You mean the stiff waist, dung in your throat, thief, the NHS and break University Hospital dry Dr. Tufton? Or you mean even Juliet, who has held us up with gun to her head and robbed the entire country dry? Who is in the Jamaica Labour Party? Life after Andrew Holness. Examine yourselves. Jamaica Labour Party. Remember Portia Simpson said, help is on the way. When you say Andrew Black, we're blessing Jamaica people. Labor rights are only blame for the monster where Andrew turning, you know. You all are the ones I blame for the monster Andrew turned into. If you all hold Andrew accountable, particularly after the 2020 general election, he wouldn't have become the monster that he is. You all as a party, as a cabinet, leave the cabinet out of it, we have to stick with him bullshit. But you all as a party, nationwide, has stood behind this prime minister and has damaged the country and your party. What is there to defend? Look at the point. Look at where Andrew Holness have you all at a general election. On the eve of a general election, Andrew Holness have you all have guns and knives at each other's throat. I support Andrew Holness to destroy the Jamaica Labour Party. You all have stood behind him to destroy our country. Even when the Prime Minister Nigel Clark destruct the economy, those of you who listen to the nonsense, them still can't know it's the best shape the economy has ever been in. We no more new taxes, and you all know that you cannot manage the cost of living. I don't know, take the Prime Minister argument and run with it. No more new taxes. Look at cost of living, though. No more new taxes. Look at cost of living. Look on what they must sell to, fish head and fish tail. I don't mean them cut the fish in a two. Them cut off the flesh. Them slapped off the side them for the hotel and debone them. And then they sell you the head and the tail. I mean, chicken back and ton coming. We used to frown at that shit when we mobilized. We used to frown at chicken back. It has become our saving grace under Andrew Holness, isn't it? We can't eat lobsters anymore. That's way, way out of our margin. And this Prime Minister has been so successful. He's the best. He has done the best for our economy. He has bring down inflation, so he said. I mean, we are not seeing anything what Uno Andrew Holness are talking about. What we are seeing is that the government is scared to call the election, but the country is desperate for the government to call the election because the country requires change. We cannot, as a country, and call ourselves a democracy, go on with this narcissistic, ruthless dictator. It is not fair to say Andrew Holness is becoming a dictator. There are many examples that you can show to say Andrew Holness is a thriving dictator. We ain't come go on about your business before you done him this smart. Prime Minister, if I was some vloggers where they come out with me dirty clothes, them and hang them up one show you, I would give you a good going over this morning. But then again, if you say to a dog, King, move on yourself, the dog might turn away its face, Prime Minister. But especially if you're eating, the dog will come back, come dribble again. So it don't make no sense what curse you. It don't make no sense what advise you. What we must pray for is that we hurry up and get rid of
Why
you.
they hate for the people them? Why? Why? Me see him and kill me. Why? Me see him. Why? God Almighty, stop cry. Giant cry too much. No make nobody make you just a cry and go away, so stop. Tell somebody say stop. Somebody say stop. Them tell there's a better
Out! Whoa! Yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
To the mother of the Prime Minister, good morning. It is an achievement for a youth from the ghetto to become the leader of a country. It's an overwhelming feeling for any parent. Their son or daughter becomes the leader of a country or of their country. The question, though, to the mother of the Prime Minister, are you really proud? Given his track record, given what you know now, given that you know it's a criminal in office, he's been investigated for illicit enrichment, he's a fraudster, he's a scammer, he's killing young men across the country by the droves. Are you proud of your son? Do you think you can go around and tell most Jamaicans, I have raised a well-rounded son, a son with integrity, a son that can hold it together, a son that has mannerism and a calm temper? Can you proudly say that? If you conjure up all of the Prime Minister public disgraces of his own doing, mind you, are you really proud as a mother of the thief, the national thief, the city puss, Mior, that you have produced and unleashed on this country? Me not say PJ never thief, but Jesus Christ, PJ Fingers had control. I'm not saying PJ never thief. PJ was a thief as well. I can say that proudly. But dear God, there was control on PJ's finger compared to Andrew Holness. Everything just turned up under Andrew. What is there to the mother of Andrew Holness? What is there to be proud of? Are you proud of the thief, the criminal, the dictator, the lack of integrity, the unbrought upsy, the brought upsy? Where Andrew Holness now, are you proud of him? Because all of Andrew Holness behavior in a public, you know, ma'am, show that Andrew Holness now have no bring up see. There's a locking of bring up see with the Prime Minister. And you just got to listen to when the Prime Minister get asked a question. He go off like a pig, literally in a trough. Your son doesn't have any bring up see, ma'am. It is why your son cannot take criticism. It is why your son thinks everybody must fall prostrate in front of him. Because him not gonna bring up see. Him throw tantrum, forget when he want, so you grow him. So that's why him come out, come act so to we. I him saying 3 mama, you know. 3 mama, when him a train himself, when you see people think, they take your blood clot hand off, the thief. When you see people things, your 3 mothers, Prime Minister, and you say you grow with great grandma, and mama. None of them ever teach you, say, when you see people saying things, you have to cut your eye past it. None of them never teach you, say, no care home, no disgrace, come here. Prime Minister. You mean 3 mama? And none of them not teach you, say, go back with it. Go back with it. And never me give you money for buy it. Turn back and carry where you take it from. Prime Minister. 3 mama. And none of them not teach you for no thief. Are they proud of you? Is the question. Are they proud of you, Prime Minister? Is the question. Because you have brought disgrace to them. Because normally parents teach picking mother of the Prime Minister. Children live what they learn, isn't it? Did you see your mother stealing, Prime Minister? Come remember, say I'm going to on holiday, you go down, which one of the father we don't know? Children live what they learn. Who teach Andrew for thief, ma'am? Then let me argue on the other side. He could have well been brought up as he told us. I mean, we know that to be a fact. A lot of us have good upbringing at home. But when we get out there with the peer pressure, we become them or we become somebody else is a reality. He could well have a good upbringing. His parents, his 3 mothers could have done well. It could well be the peer pressure of Eddie Siaga and the Jamaica Labour Party. We may well be blaming Andrew Holness's mother, which done remarkably well in bringing up a rounded young man, isn't it? It could well be the peer pressure of criminal like Eddie Siaga and the members of the Jamaica Labour Party. Because we know our children, because I use my son sometime to measure Andrew Holness. My son is the most brilliant child in the house. Just don't let him out, because that's where the trouble starts. Don't let him out. That's where the trouble starts. The most brilliant child at home. No, not 1 inch of a problem my son would give in the house. Not one. Just don't let him out. Could Andrew Holness have fallen to something like that? We may well be blaming his mother for doing a great job, as most of us mother have done. His probably come home with stolen goods and his parents running back with it and him have to go back with it. But when he got out there in the peer pressure and the real world, He become the same thief like Eddie Siaga. Like Everett Warmington. Like all of them when God go see. The Douglas Vases and all who use his status for his son to evade justice after murder and raping, after raping and murder, that murdering Diane Smith, Mr. Darrell Vaz, cabinet minister. So we could be blaming Andrew Holness's mother wrongly. Andrew Holness could just fall to peer pressure. It's a reality. But good God Almighty, though, Andrew Holness, you grow up and you turn big man now. You must have integrity and say, I'm picking it now for teeth, said enough for teeth. What did you do, Prime Minister? You teach them for teeth along with you. That's how dangerous you are. A parent that teaches their child to commit crime is a dangerous parent, Prime Minister. And Child Protection Services should have intervened. If you were living in Britain and you teaching you're picking them for thief, Child Services would have intervened. Child Services, Children's Services, Prime Minister, would have intervened. If you did live in Britain and openly teach you picking them for thieves, so like you, you're a criminal. You're a criminal, Prime Minister. You're a crook. You're a very corrupt man, nepotistic and narcissistic. Controlled by greed, Prime Minister. Your greed is your failure. Your greed, Prime Minister, is your failure. Greed for power, greed for money, greed for status, greed for you are the best in everything. Which Prime Minister you ever say come at the best in everything, Prime Minister? This is the bullshit where you do, where everybody knows you're bullshit. Because you're best in everything. Everything you do it the best, everything you do it the first. Dunce. Boys in the alpha khaki. Useless, big, and good for nothing fools. Thank you all for being here this morning on the Global TV Rant. Lovely to have your support. As always, Prime Minister want rob you, but I want to be decent. Listen, not make no sense to you. Anyway, you're drunk. You see like how we're a stray dog? Prime Minister? We're a stray dog and you're drunk. You know, drunk and stray dog normally fight over the same dead meat? Prime Minister? Drunk and stray dog normally fight over the same dead meat. That's why we're always not worrying the Prime Minister. You don't seem to recognize it. Because every cow dead, you think to say you want to haul the body over the village. Make we fly down over that. Make we get a bite off of the you can't just in a tree top and we do down here do all of the work and then as the dead meat as one cow dead, you fly down for just grab up everything. That's why we're always in a war. You're drunk, and we're stray dog. Who are we? Fight over dead meat. Thank you, and good morning, good afternoon from Global TV. Please do join us this evening for the People's Point of View. If you're new to the program, please give us a subscription and a follow so when we go live, you certainly will get our notification. Thank you very much and have yourself a wonderful rest of the afternoon. Thank you very much, Sim. Thank you. Thanks to everyone and good morning, good afternoon from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat. And not first and for make up what I seen to. Big him and throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a block! Big him and throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. So, my favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta and sell out Babylon. Just talk on the Friday. You must go and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black baby man, throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black big him and throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man throw and stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.